Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And I've been chilling on these videos for a while now. They're filler videos because, not a lot of people can take on Chamber of Memories because of the high population limit. But hey, they're events. I get to them eventually, and that eventually is today, and well, this, I guess, month. So we had 4 stages added to the Chamber of Reminiscence. This is the free-to-play only stage. So either the free-to-play protectors you get every month and the free-to-play battle units, those are the only people you can bring in these stages, and it really does hard limit people, especially since they don't bring fucking back any of the goddamn free-to-play players or characters. Really makes things difficult, which is why this stage is pretty terrible. This event right now is just pretty awful because people don't have options, and they may get to the 120 population cap and they're like, okay, well, they never rerun anything, so I can't do anything. Still, we're gonna put out a video on it for these 4 stages, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So look out for those over this coming month of July 2024. But today we're going to start with stage 4 against a fire enemy, so you want to use water and physical. We are fighting JINFRIT. JINFRIT. He nerfs greens, he puts burn on people, and he's an AoE character. 326,000 HP, 12,000 attack is pretty high, especially since you got free-to-play characters, but he has a shit defense. So let's go ahead and show off the first team. Okay, so the first team looks like this. We've got the free-to-play wielder of magic, Rigurd, who changes some orbs and then also gives everybody a 80% chance to pierce. So we're going to combine that with the free-to-play RANGA that came out with them, and for the orange orb pierce power, and we're just going to go for some piercing. We've got Cleash for the magic resistance down. She's single target. RANGA and Rimuru are AoEs. But then we have Gobta as a green orb changer alongside Cleash, plus the alt swapper. And then we have Xion from Warrior's Mind, who is an orange orb changer. And then RANGA can change his own orbs to orange, and then Rimuru is another green orb changer. So we have a lot of green converts here. It's going to be fine, though. It's just that these stages take forever, because these are not powerful characters. There are not really any good support buffs on this team to help you clear things faster. So a lot of these fights are going to be just wars of attrition. How long does it take to actually do 326-ish thousand HP on a boss with a whole bunch of free-to-plays? So, I mean, there's nothing really too smart about how we play this. It's just, try and get 6 orbs and send 6 orbs every single turn. Xion's other skill, raising crit damage for physical allies. No one's giving crit here. I just wanted an orange orb changer. She also happens to be single target. That's kind of what else I was going for. Other than that, right, we just have to do what we need to. So here we brought Rimuru in, self-convert, Xion's convert. We'll get Rimuru out. No, we're going to leave him in because he's type advantage. So we'll send RANGA second, and then we'll send Rimuru last. So 4,000. RANGA is getting the extra damage buff because Rigurd, wants to lead a water team. So him and Rimuru will do decent normal orb damage here. This hand's kind of interesting. So we check what Rigurd does, and not really anything we can really do about it. So had I brought like a special converter, it might be a little better. But okay, so we're going to use Rigurd anyway. He changes greens to oranges. Alright, that's a little wonky, but it is what it is. It'll help Xion get an ult, or close to an ult. This is an okay hand right here. We can certainly make this work. So boom, orb change, and then we'll use Xion's orb change. No one's resetting. We're not getting any extra skill points off blues here, so our skills are going to cost a lot very, very quickly. And we're just doing damage. Alright, there's a double stack of burn. Thankfully he doesn't do too much quote-unquote damage, but if you're in his fight for a long time, it will start to take its toll, right? We don't have a healer, you will take damage, and slowly but surely, you will start falling down to low HP. Alright, so Cleash comes in, boom, and then we have a full hand, plus the Xion ult, who again is single target. She might have Pierce. Alright, so we did Pierce there. 19,000. It's not super great. It's not super great. Cleash is also on Warrior, or Wielder of Magic, as expected. So, boom, there's an ult, and he does 3,700, which again, you know, with the burn kicking in, it will start taking its toll on people that you leave up front a lot. So we have to recognize the fact that Xion is almost at half HP. We're on turn 6, and he is not even at half health yet. Like, that's not super duper great. But we now have a RANGA ult, RANGA who is more effective than Xion because of the type advantage. So 18k for that, and then 6,000, 6,700. Like, that was a good, decent chunk of damage right there. Now he is under half HP. We have ults for everybody, and we don't quite... Do we have enough? We do have enough. All right. Do have enough to make a full hand, because both of those orbs happen to be RANGA. Thankfully, that Xion orb was orange already. So 17k, RANGA 11.5k, Cleash single target 20k. So we're looking good there. All right, cheeky counter. Counters are not great, because again, it does factor into that burn damage. And he's almost dead. And there's 2 stacks of burn, then the AoE, and then more burn. So now Xion is pretty low. It's not quite red, but if she gets an unlucky counter and then takes an ult and then takes a normal attack, it's going to look pretty bad, especially with 3 stacks of burn now. Yeah, she is just constantly getting lower and lower and lower. But this hand looks good, it's just that we don't have enough orbs to change it now. Rigurd only changes greens, so we're going to have to do with it. Gobta has 5 stacks of burn in the back, so there's no way in hell we're bringing him in. So we're sending these oranges, we're going to help RANGA just continue to get ults, or get very close to it. And this fight is practically over now. We have a single target ult with Xion, who is now in the red health. Now we have a problem. So now Gobta will come in with 6 stacks of burn. That's crazy. Orb change, full hand of blue. We'll send Cleash last. This will get RANGA's ult, if we can use it. We'll use Rigurd just to give us that extra chance to pierce. It doesn't affect any orbs because none of them are green. And does this actually end up killing? It does. So there we go. There is a team full of free-to-play units to take on Chamber of Memories 4. I have one more team for you. Alright, the second team is a cheese team. We've got Vengeance Albus, Vengeance Yom, and we're going to kill them with Holy Lightning Bolts from the sky. This team is entirely full of green orb changers. Yom and Isis have blues. Sufia and Aaron have oranges. Tsubasa has the special convert. Isis has the green buff. The green orbs are nerfed in this stage, unfortunately, but we're just going to try and get as many points as possible, use as many stacks of Yom as possible before his skill gets way too expensive, and then hopefully cycle Albus once or twice, because she gives us 1 turn of guaranteed vengeance counters, and Ifrit, Jinfrit AoEs a lot. So let me find out where we need to start this video at. Alright, found it. So, heads up, my OBS does, or my game does crash halfway through this fight on turn 4. So once that is, we'll just kick over to the re-recording, because I opened the game up and it still said, like, hey, you have battle in progress. Like, yes, I would like to continue it, because we're actually doing pretty good. We're getting some pretty lucky hands here. So, first stack of Vengeance, we're going to send 5 blues. That'll help us get close to Albus relatively quickly. And then this turn actually ended up being very nice as well. So we've got 55 points. Not enough to use the Isis buff, but we could just double orb change. And while the greens are nerfed, we'll get something out of this. 58 points, sure. We've got the skill point on Green Charm on, I'm fairly certain, just to help us with that nerf to the greens. We can check that once we actually use Albus here. So orb change, boom. We'll bring in Aaron for her orb change. Probably. There you go. Aaron for Sufia. Use that. And then we're just a few points shy from the Isis buff, which is unfortunate. But skill point increase. Oh, it's a heal charm. Okay, never mind. I thought I had the skill points, but healing is also important. Aaron does have type disadvantage, so I don't want to leave her up too often right now. And then, yeah, here's where the game just starts to shit itself. So, boom and blah. So, hold on. Alright, we are back. The game is not shitting itself anymore. The hand looks a bit interesting. I mean, that we can do things here, so we can convert, or we can just put some vengeance on and run this turn, which is what I actually want to do. So 1, 2, 3, we'll send the alt and these Yom Orbs. Isis, again, we're not looking here for orb damage. We're looking here for this turn right now, turn 5. Boom. AoE. We didn't have Albus on, unfortunately, but we're now into the the vengeance run. So let's bring Tsubasa in. We can use her orb change to get us a full hand of greens. Boom. We'll send this, and then we'll just have to watch vengeance slowly whittle away at JINFRIT, and that'll be the end of the fight. So essentially, he's dead now. We just have to live long enough. And as long as one person lives, that's all I really care about. So more burn. Okay, cool. AoE 54k a tick. He doesn't have that many more to go. Plus, we now have Albus available, so we can apply her. So hopefully, he AoEs this turn, and we can get 3 more guaranteed stacks and do a bit more than 58k. So orb damage, awesome. I hope he AoEs. I don't remember, quite honestly. I really don't. All right, the counter's good though, because that's another guaranteed stack, and it is an AoE. So there's 4 stacks there, 78,000, and he's dead. It's either he's dead from the Ice Assault or he's dead from the Vengeance coming up at the next turn. But there are 2 teams full of free-to-play units that you can use to take on Chamber of Memories, or Chamber of Reminiscence Stage 4. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.